that the commission should look into the papers of Ministry of Petroleum Resources and the books of NNPC to ascertain if the receipt tally with expenditures, if funny companies have not been paid, have not been given contracts that they never executed. We want EFCC to find out why Addison Madueke should refuse to write on president outside Nigeria. So basically, we are not asking for too much. Okay. We are saying we suspect that this lady could have been dipping her hand into the state covers, into the covers of Nigeria, that all Nigerians should have shared in the Federation account. If that were to be the case, the EFCC has the prosecutorial powers to make sure that this lady faces justice. And we are not going to rest on our oars. Because we have done a number of protests in the past. We are doing another protest now. That if the EFCC is reluctant to do his work, we will pressure it to do his work. Okay?
Another challenge.
Another challenge.
Another challenge. Another challenge. Double challenge. Another challenge. Another challenge. Another challenge. Double challenge.
Great Nigerian people.
Great.
EFCC is a public institution. It's a public agency. Police institution is a public agency. We are not very well as we go inside. Now let me tell you, I am not new to this institution. I am not new to this institution. You are denying what the public is. You are denying what the public is. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. You cannot be that. You are looking the future out. You are looking the future of your children now. If you continue to behave like this, then Nigeria will continue to be. This is not the first time we come here. We are not new. If you didn't have EFCC we know how long we have been every year. If you continue to knock us out, you are telling us that you are responsible to yourself. If the EFCC of today has become hostile EFCC, we are going to tell the whole world that the Commission has its own mandate, different from the mandate that the Act that set it up has given it. If the EFCC is a public institution, it was set up by public funds, and all of you, including the policemen, you earn your salary from the taxes and rates that we pay. And these people that are making our life impossible, they do not segregate between those that are serving government and those that government are supposed to serve. And if the police want to determine that they want to serve certain people, we are going to tell them that their children will also not have the guns that they have. Their wives will not go to a different market. All of them will be part of the masses that we are fighting for. All of you, if we die of hunger, you can die doubly of hunger because you have more target, you have more responsibility than some of us. Because that is the only thing you know how to do. And these guns were bought with public funds. And we are saying that we have to safeguard public funds. You don't even have. And people are fighting on your behalf, and you now carry guns and you say they should not go to the public institution.
Come to your office.
It is unthinkable that those of you who have never seen millions are the ones that are guarding millions for those that are stealing it. I don't know for how long the police will remain complacent. You should form Nigeria Union of Policemen. We know that you are suffering. We know what your barracks are. We know what your condition of services are. We know your vehicles. You know they are ramshackle. We know that you have life impossible.
Oh, yes.
My life could have been better if I don't do the fight I'm fighting. Because we have passed Nigeria for the betterment of everybody, including the police force. And if they are misusing you, you should stop them. That's what to face. Most of you are well trained, but they didn't allow you to practice your trade. Why? They men, rich men that claim about their riches to stealing. And when they say you should implement laws, you cannot implement laws against stealing because you have to catch thieves and they have you to guide thieves. Then it means that you do not have the opportunity of practice what the authority is making you to do. And they are making you to lock the door against Nigerian citizens who will not up front without giving you enough protection. And you, some of you,
solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights.
It is our right to protest.
Oh, yes.
It is our right to unionize.
Oh, yes.
It is your right, even as policemen, because you are civilian. Don't deceive yourself. You are not military. Okay? You are not military. You are civilian like the rest of us. You have the right to unionize. If anybody says no, put yourself together. Because a people united can never be defeated.
Oh, yes.
We are saying we have the right to associate from anybody. We don't need to take permission before we submit a letter. We can come, don't pay taxes, you will not earn salary. And I know that many of you, ladies and gentlemen, is one of us. The truth is that he's working at the other side because he has no choice. Because what they are doing is that the EFCC, they want to make you a lame duck. They want to give you they want to give you gun. They don't want to give you bullets.
Oh, yes.
They give you institution. They don't give you the necessary things that the things that we use to function well.
Oh, yes.
And that is why EFCC has been embarrassed. They have been thoroughly embarrassed because of this kind of shenanigans. And I'm telling you, if at the gate that your authority say you should address people like us, then you are being subjected to a life of torture.
Oh, yes.
Because it is a psychological torture on you that you cannot even meet people. We are the one fighting for you. And if you also don't cooperate with us, you will die one by one like rats.
Oh,
because the system do not want you to do your work acceptable. It is unwarranted for you to lock us out of the public. We have our own money goes. We are saying the money they ought to have used to make your life done against Desani Alison Madueke, who has been sitting on several billions of naira that is supposed to accrue to Nigerian people. Every one of us should have a share in the earnings from the petroleum products, crude petroleum products that we export. They do not even know how much they sell them. They have not given us the figure how many barrels of crude they export from Nigeria. Shell, Madueke, and the rest of them have combined to plot against Nigerian people, to make our lives miserable. They make electricity impossible. They make education useless. They make healthcare delivery nothing. They make road and other infrastructural provisions to be nowhere. And if they make our life impossible, do we have to continue to sit and close our mouth and continue to say that God will do it? God has given us all we need to survive forever. It is only you people that are being used as agents of oppression that are making our struggle difficult to wage. And if you have been prosecuting all the thieves, you don't need to be told that Alison Madueke is living above her means. And you don't need to be told that the Minister of Justice, who is actually making life difficult for EFCC, ICPC, and other ACAs, is also living above his means. To Nasarawa, they will not send their own children there. They're just like they tell us that when there is protest, we don't bring our own children. We bring our own children, but you cannot take your own children when you are going to suicide.